Hello, my friends. This is the video that I made on SOFI on August the 4th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $21.52. And at this very point, my main assumption was that as long as this bottom holds at roughly $20.4 mark, SOFI is still cautiously bullish and it can retest its previous swing highs. Definitely it wasn't the call to action because I had two pretty much equal counts. One of them is from the bear side and the second one is from the bull side. And nevertheless, this level, I expected that it should hold. And take a look right here. This is the actual price action of SOFI, and this level holds, as you can see right here. And because of this, the price from the point where I made my previous video from August the 4th, from this level, went up by, let's say, 4.2%. And yes, it is not the highest gains during just 4 or 5 days period. I mean 4 or 5 trading days. But at the same time, the trend is here. Potentially, it might hold this line. And guys, this is another evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now. And let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently, I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd. And let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and as you can see, we are at pre-market hours, and SOFI is up by 0.63%. It is also a relatively bullish sign, especially for the very beginning of a new trading week. And let me first of all show you some fundamental news. If you tap in Google search bar SOFI stock and switch to News tab folder, you will see a lot of news that explained the most recent news, the most recent major catalyst for SOFI. One of them is definitely their amazing earnings report. Let me remind you that they beat an expectations on earnings per share by a whopping 30.25%, and they beat an expectations on revenue by 6.71%. And because of these guys, the price of SOFI went much higher by almost 20%. And at the same time, Anthony Noto and C-level executives announced their additional public offering, and because of this SOFI went to the levels, guys. To be honest, in this type of expectations, in this type of news, the price can go much lower, but instead of breaking its lowest point at $19.75, it holds the line, and it didn't break even $20.4. That is why I think SOFI is still relatively bullish, but let me show you some interesting details. First of all, I want to pay your attention to this article that was published on Yahoo Finance, and that is titled "SOFI stock may have peaked." Here is the bullet points of this article. SOFI shows strong technical momentum with a 68% gain since April. Shares are trading above key moving averages, signaling continued bullishness. Revenue and earnings are projected to grow significantly over the next 2 years, supporting the stock's recent price appreciation. Analyst sentiment is mixed, with some calling SOFI overvalued and others rating it a buy, reflecting uncertainty about further upside. And guys, I totally agree with the last bullet point. We have a lot of mixed behavior from the analytic firms. Here is the most recent one. Since I made my previous video, you can find that 4 analytic firms reiterated their rating. BTIG set the hold rating without the specified price target. Truist Financial updated their price target, upgraded their price target from $20 to $23 with an upside potential of about 4%. But KBW set the price target at $14, which is still about 36.6% of downside potential. William Blair reiterated their rating with the buy rating, and they didn't specify the price target as well. So definitely you can see that analysts are very cautious in their forecast, and in the majority of cases the price of SOFI is somewhere in between $19 and $23 mark. And guys, let me remind you that when I made my previous videos right after this decline happened, I told you that from the technical standpoint I prefer to see more clear structure of this asset. And I think that the price of SOFI should hover for quite a long, I would say, period of time in between $23 and $19 marks. And for now, we are still here. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. And guys, I have to say that this price action is still relatively bullish, but well, let me show you this. First of all, we can clearly identify this potential trend line that supports the price for quite a while. But well, I have to admit that the angle of this trend is not the highest. It is just 15%, and I prefer to see much bigger angle in order to say that SOFI is in its bull trend. And for now, guys, with a lot of overlapping with a lot of overlapping structures from the point, let's say even from end of July, we cannot identify the trend for sure. But let me show you some very important positive news, and it is right here. If you take a look at fintel.io, it is the list of institutional investors, and if you pay attention to this chart, you can see that for the first month, for the last 6 months in a row, we have an increasing number of institutional ownership of SOFI stock. This means potentially this relatively bearish trend. It is not the real bear trend because we still have a major higher highs on this chart. We have potentially the new, at least short-term uptrend in this parameter, and this is a very good bullish point. On top of that, guys, one of the major bullish news that you will not find on any news feeds on Google search results or any others is this one. You can see that on August the 6th, Jane Street Group, one of the biggest hedge funds in the world, opened completely new position, and they bought 65.326 million shares of SOFI, and for now they hold about 5.5% of this company. And guys, this type of investment leads me to the conclusion that one of the major investors and one of the major shareholders of the entire planet want to have SOFI in their investment portfolios. This means SOFI, first of all, is a very promising company in the long-term perspective, because Jane Street is not the company who trade the stocks, they just invest in certain assets. The second bullet point is that SOFI is big enough and is strong enough to attract an attention of one of the biggest hedge fund on the planet. And that is why, guys, I think SOFI still has a very good bullish potential, despite the fact that in the short and medium term perspective we might still have a breakout below this bottom, and we might still have a longer consolidation phase and lower prices for the retracement. But in the long term perspective, SOFI is very bullish, and if you invested in this asset somewhere when I made previous videos where I told you that this was very good levels to accumulate your position, definitely your position is in very good profits, and that is why you don't need to worry about this. So let me show you what might be the next point of control for SOFI price. If it retests this level of support, and I believe it can happen within 1 or 2 trading sessions, if it breaks to the downside with the conviction of volume, the next point of control will be definitely $20.4. It is this swing low, and it is the confluence of one of the major fib retracement levels, 0.382. And depending on the reaction out of this level, and depending on the structure of this potential movement, I will definitely do another update, and I will project some price targets on the lower side. But so far so good. As long as this line holds, we still have very high chances to retest at least $23.78. And as I expected, the levels in between $19 and $23 mark will be the levels of resistance and levels of support for quite a while for the stock, I believe for the next several weeks. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.